We are officially dumber than monkeys.
But that's Selfie though.
Alright Dave, how's your holiday? Did you bring any souvenirs back? Rabies.
Is wheelchair accessible, a 45-degree angle. You would have to have a horse-drawn wheelchair to get to the top of that. And can you imagine seeing all the people coming down this? I'm surprised there's not a hole in the wall.
Did Dave build that ramp? That is meant to be a wheelchair ramp, not a roller coaster.
Welcome to 2025, where now country concerts are demonic. This is the Zac Brown Band. I've never heard of them, but they recently just played at the Sphere.
Not Zac Brown as well. I've never been to a truck stop diner outside of Lincoln in my life, but I feel like a local when I hear that song.
But people said they literally felt like they were getting dragged through the gates of hell. This concert starts off with a little boy inside of a red door in his bed. I'm not sure who this is supposed to resemble, maybe the lead singer or something. After this, they take you through a jungle or woods with portals everywhere. And then after that, you see the boy in front of the red door, but now it's on fire. And this literally looks like the door to hell, because after this, it starts to get really dark. You see this really big skeleton, and there's flames around him in this big kingdom, and he's wearing this crown. And then eventually you're gonna see that the lead singer is wearing that same crown, and then things start getting a little crazy. Just notice at the very end, you start to see the fallen angel. I'm not sure if this is supposed to represent Lucifer himself, but there's a lot of symbolism here, and you can watch it back and see what you can pick out.
It's symbolizing I'm getting out of there quicker than a Diddy party. So this was at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Why is nobody talking about what the Sphere looked like on the outside? On the inside, quite demonic. It's like you're trapped in hell. Every single one of these chains is built by a singular demon, which means everybody in this crowd is surrounded by millions of demons. I wonder how many legions are here. They are putting the truth right in front of your eyes, and people aren't even paying attention. This is what people were walking into. This looks like the firmament shattering.
I mean, the symbolism's not exactly subtle. Even with my eyesight, I can understand what that's all about. And then the crown that he's wearing is just so disturbing. I'm guessing he didn't get that from his local Walmart next to those cheap sunglasses. All right, Zach, mate, got this amazing facility to protect images to your fans. What do you fancy doing?
Satan.
What, mate? Well, you know, horses and waterfalls and all that, but...
Satan.
Lake Idaho's wilderness on Halloween of 2025, a lone hiker stumbled upon something terrifying. He was just out there hiking, something he would do often. Usually he would go on these hikes and nothing worth noting would happen. The craziest sights would just be some local wildlife, but this hike he would never forget.
Well, that ain't a man in a monkey suit. Look at how long those arms are. If that is not AI, and who knows anymore, our reality's already been shattered. It's always convenient though how short the footage is with anything like this. But then again, I suppose that would be the natural reaction, to turn the camera away and start running.
As he walked deeper and deeper and was eventually miles back into the thick wooded area, he saw something moving at the end of the path. He walked closer, and when he realized what it was, he started videoing. He captures a clear video of a Sasquatch-like creature facing the other way.
That could be the real thing, or AI.
The Romanian stone giant, a sleeping colossus hidden deep in the mountains of Argeș County, Romania. There's a formation locals have whispered about for generations. They call it the stone giant. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than a natural cliff. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. A massive stone arm carved into the mountain. A ribcage-like shelf stretching unnaturally straight, and behind it, a wall of rock that some say resembles the torso of a sleeping colossus. According to Romanian legend, the ancient land was once ruled by a race of Urasi, giants who lived long before recorded history.
Am I the only dumb person that can't see the giant there? Have any of you heard of that site before? What is the best giant evidence we have? It's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say before I started making this channel.
How about this one? People counting. You want to take a deep dive into your dystopian future under the digital surveillance state. It's right here. This little board here tells you how many times people have come through the park. Essentially, it tells you how many unconnected Wi-Fi devices there are here. So that would be everyone's phone. This is telling you how many people are in the park at the moment. So once again, and this will tell you, these sensors up in this light, the Wi-Fi connections, they're all interlocked. There will be facial recognition cameras in there. So, you know, don't think you're just going to leave your phone at home. The cameras will pick you up in future. All seems very innocuous, but the reality here is what we are seeing is the very real and very, very, in my view, concerning future for how we go. These areas are all going to be geofenced, and there's going to be more data about you out there and what you do per day.
This seems to be happening in a lot of countries right now, almost like it's planned.
There's a bigger, badder future that comes with it. Make sure if you're thinking about this, make sure you're talking to your friends about it, and make sure you're telling your politicians that you don't want a social credit style system like currently rolling out over in China with the CCP. We don't want to go anywhere near this. I have a bad feeling this is where we're headed.
Geofencing establishes virtual boundaries around physical spaces, linking your device to businesses and services. When you step across these boundaries, you receive timely messages, discounts, event reminders, or exclusive offers, all customized to your location. Judging by his accent, that's in Australia, I have a very bad feeling about this also.
Here I am arriving to my local Kroger, which actually has a Starbucks store inside of it, around 2 a.m. Can I get some? You gotta wait over there. We made it. That was stressful.
We made it. For this. Do you understand the level of consumerism required to have grown adult men behaving like this over teddy bear cups? Big brands and influencers have done irreparable damage to modern society.
Oh my god, I did it!
That is even scarier than our AI overlords. That reminds me of those Black Friday clips where people are armbarring each other in Target for a TV.
Whatever comes through those gates, you will stand your ground.
Burger King gave us pea instead of lemonade.
Oh no, there's only one way you find out that that drink is wee, and that was by drinking it. I feel so bad for them. That dad's composure is admirable. I would be returning the favor on their front door, if you get my meaning. Volcano in Ethiopia erupts for the first time in 10,000 years. I'll say it, bit disappointing. I want to see rivers of lava and people running screaming, thank you very much. I'll just wait for the next one.
What are the chances that Louis Jolyon West, the creator of MK Ultra, was at two of the most historical events of all time in a very short period of time? In 1964, Jack Ruby took out Lee Harvey Oswald. Afterwards, in his cell, he was visited by Jolyon West. According to West's written assessment, Ruby was technically insane and in need of immediate psychiatric hospitalization. Mind you, it even points out here those are conclusions that no one who had spoken to Jack Ruby previously had reached. Roger Smith was Charles Manson's parole officer. He worked at a Haight-Ashbury free medical clinic. But there's more. Roger Smith would insist that Charles Manson attend this free clinic as it benefited him and his family, but as part of the research, a psychologist named Louis Jolyon West held an office at the same clinic. This being the same person that created MK Ultra.
MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the US CIA to develop procedures and identify pharmaceuticals that could be used in altering human behavior. During the 1950s and 60s, the CIA used brainwashing, hypnosis, and that on thousands of subjects brutalized by the infamous Project MK Ultra. So that guy's suggesting that was also related to Jack Ruby and Manson's behavior, I'm guessing. I'm sure that's a dark rabbit hole to go down, but I'll pass for now, thanks.
Son has court tomorrow.
I have court too tomorrow.
No, you don't. You have court on the 8th.
No, I have court for eviction. All right, look, give me a shirt, man. I'm about to bunk the out because it's stupid, man.
What, is that what my car too?
Both of you.
Have warrant.
I thought that had to be AI, but then I realized it's not AI.
Don't start. No. What did I do?
Criminal trespass and theft out of Walmart.
Nobody stole at Walmart. That happened in Sydney today.
Where's Kirkland?
He's Kirkland.
You're Kirkland?
Yeah. Tell me I got one.
You got warrants too?
Dog, for Pickle?
Yeah, come here.
Hold on.
Come here.
I got one for Pickle.
Come here.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I ain't never stole out of Pickle.
This is a bull.
How in the... Man, for real?
Going
What are we looking at there? I don't think going to court is your immediate concern, sir.
The other reason that they got rid of the bells that most people don't know is because the bells have languages written on them. If you look at the old bells of the 1940s all the way back to the 1700s, there's actually scripture that is written on the bells, and there's old languages in which we don't use anymore. And if you think about it, old languages would tell you something different. There's also lots of angels on the bells. There also used to be lots of angels on top of the buildings. So you kind of seeing how like certain things have been kind of like wiped away, and because of that, it's changed the way that people think.
The Nazis confiscated thousands of bells across Europe. Official reason was to provide metal for the war effort. Was the mass seizure of bells solely about resource acquisition, or was there another motive at play?
When you don't see angels anymore, and you don't see this ancient scripture, and you don't see these ancient languages, you believe the narrative. So that is why a lot of those bells have disappeared. And with bells, you can get rid of storms, you know, when you ring the bell. You can also ring the bell if there's a weirdo in your town, so you guys can all that person and get rid of that person and kick them out. And then on top of it, it would heal the people and also heal the plants and heal all the birds and everything else. This is why you hear like birds chirping. They love wind chimes. They love sound effects like that. That's the connection to the bells.
Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I heard bells. Do you hear bells where you live? Mythical Iberian Lynx captured on camera for the first time in Spain. That would look great mounted on a wall. No, just joking. That's a genuinely uplifting way to end the video. This has been the James Link Experience. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.